All right. Good morning, Pony viewers. So, new day, new episode, and nothing to keep me from actually watching it this week. So, where do we begin? Well, there's been a lot of controversy amongst the fandom about how realistic it is that people expect that when the ponies learn an episode in one lesson, that it always carry over as a solidly ingrained lesson in future episodes. So this one might be a bit of this one might start a bit of an argument because we have Rainbow Dash and Applejack once again losing sight of all else in trying to compete with each other. And no matter how many times they go over this lesson, it's probably going to keep happening because they are very competitive by nature. And you're not going to change a person's base nature with a single instance of a lesson being learned. You know, no person learns a character-changing lesson in a single lesson. Any parent will tell you this, and any parent watching can confirm it. I mean, if we could change our kids by going, don't lie, it's wrong, then, you know, parenting would be much, much easier, and you'd pretty much be done by the time they're 5. Yeah, parenting doesn't work that way. Same lessons over and over again, repetition, and you know, it's why even as adults, we're always still learning. So, unfortunately, this time, these two are competing over being teachers. Show opens up. Fluttershy earns, again, apparently, Teacher of the Month award. Students really like her. They choose as Teacher of the Month. And, of course, this arouses Applejack and Rainbow Dash's insane amounts of competitiveness and jealousy, and they are constantly trying over the course of a single field trip to try and prove to the students which teacher is better than the other one, and they spend half their time arguing and nobody learns anything. Although we do have a few close calls where students almost drown, and the lesson of teamwork is, you know, constantly there as the students do Applejack and Rainbow Dash's job. Yaks can't swim, so 2 of the students turn into sea ponies, help her swim. Hooray for changelings. And this just kind of goes on, and partway through the episode, you know, Twilight shows up to check on how they're doing, finds out that they've been arguing and competing the whole time, and it tries to pull them off the project, and Rainbow Jack, ship it! No, absolutely not. Applejack and Rainbow Dash managed to convince her tentatively to let them continue on, claiming they've learned their lesson and they're going to work together. And they end up still arguing and competing by trying to basically compete to see who can be the more lenient of the two, and so no decisions get made. So everyone gets stuck on top of a cliff, completely lost in the forest. Nature walk. How can you argue on that? I don't know. The directions would be the first thought. Twilight needs to think these things through. So, they argue how best to get across the gorge and manage to get back home, and end up with their own lives in danger, hanging tangled up in vines and branches above a river full of carnivorous fish. Students work together to save their teachers and get everyone home, And I don't know if the students are just really, really good liars or really kind of dense. They told Twilight that Rainbow Dash and Applejack are great teachers and taught them a really great lesson by showing them what not to do to force them to figure out what to do in a situation. Yeah. I'm not sure if I buy that, but I know sometimes kids can be a little oblivious, but normally ones who can come up with solutions like that aren't going to, think that it, who knows. Anyway, it's a rather amusing episode, and, Twilight calls them out after the students leave and they fess up. It's pretty quick slice of life, lesson learned kind of thing. It was amusing. And Applejack and Rainbow Dash are very Applejack and Rainbow Dash. And man, that voice actress must be tired after that episode. Spent all day in the booth arguing with herself. Anyway. So, if you haven't seen it, sorry if I spoiled it. I've tried in the past to try and not talk about what actually happened, but it just really doesn't work. It's hard to talk about something without going over the events of actually what happened. So, I'll have to try and remember to put spoiler warnings at the beginnings of these videos. I don't script them, not edit them. I just sit here in front of my camera and go blah, 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 and then post it up on YouTube for the very small number of people who watch it. So, go forth, have a good day. Sorry the video is a bit later than usual. I got woken up by my alarm for the episode, so after I got done watching, I went forth and had breakfast. So, yeah, I have nothing else to say. Bye!